everyone, to day 7 of the Great Hiatus. I hope you're feeling good, and I hope you're ready for something a little bit different today, because we're going to break our routine a little bit. We have a lot of questions still to get to, and we are going to get to those. But for today, I thought we'd try something a little bit different. I was contacted recently by user Epic Gamer 2988605427, not to be confused with any of the other epic gamers who are out there. But this user took the liberty of sending me some artwork that had been compiled over the last few days and asked me if I would judge it. Now, for reasons that I think you'll see pretty quickly, I felt like I might not be the most impartial judge of this material. So what I thought I'd do is put it out to the people for a vote. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you these 6 pieces of art. I have taken the liberty of titling each of these. They did not have titles, and I thought having a title would make it a little bit easier for voting purposes. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you each of these pieces of art, and then we will take your votes as comments on the Instagram post that I'm going to make for today's video. We'll give you a couple days to do that. We will cut off the voting at midnight on Thursday, and then we'll tally up all the votes, and we'll announce the winner on Friday's video. Sounds fair? Okay, well, let's get to this. Our first piece today I have titled Fireside Chat. And what I like about this piece is what I think it says about the way that the artist views me and my lifestyle. I really wish it were more like this. I gotta tell you, I have all the stuff that is depicted here. I do have a fireplace, I have a chair, I have some books on a bookshelf. It just doesn't look this good. And I guess that's really one of the functions that art serves, is to help idealize the rather mundane reality that it sometimes depicts. So I really would like to thank the artist, whoever the artist is. Remember, I don't know any of the artists here. I have no idea who did any of this stuff. But I'd like to thank the artist for this depiction of me and my homestead. I only wish I could do a better job of living up to what this artist believes is the truth about me. Now, our next piece I have titled What Up, Boy? And I think if it ever happens that I join the ranks of SoundCloud rappers, or at least Bandcamp rappers, it's possible that I could use this piece of art to depict me maybe as some album art or some sort of promotional art, because I really think it fits in with that aesthetic. This was an easy title for me. What Up, Boy? It just kind of jumped right out at me. And our first black and white piece of the day after the color depiction of Fireside Chat. So here it is. What Up, Boy? For your consideration. Now, we're going to move on to something that you might hear me say in class a lot, which is, this is why I avoid direct eye contact. You know, I say this to people sometimes. I don't know if they believe me. I think this drawing really is a great representation of why this is true, why I do avoid direct eye contact, because it would just be too much. And I think that's the thing that we get from this drawing. Too much, just too intense. There's a reason that I don't do it, and I don't even know if you can look at this picture for very long before you start to feel a little bit uncomfortable. But don't let that have any bearing on your vote, because let's face it, sometimes the function of art is to make us a little bit uncomfortable. And I think this drawing reminds us of that truth. So, this is why I avoid direct eye contact, our third piece of art today. Now, for number 4, making a SpongeBob allusion here, obviously, bald and brash is a paraphrase of a quote from an episode that I think a lot of people know and love, Artist Unknown. Bald and brash, though, I think it does reflect a deeper truth, which is there's some kind of jauntiness about the depiction of the character in this drawing. I feel like this guy is really not bothered by anything. In fact, if you look at it, you can imagine this character saying, "Hey, coronavirus, what? Come on, get that stuff out of here." This guy really seems like he's ready for anything, and there's something very appealing about that brashness as depicted in this drawing. So Bald and Brash is our contestant number 4. And you might not be able to read the text here, but I've taken the liberty of doing it for you. This one's titled Obey or Else. And if you look very closely at this picture, you can see that it says on the jacket, in the book, this character is holding Obey, Leroy. I don't know, there's something about this one that puts me in mind of some former luminaries of the now defunct Soviet Union. I'm seeing kind of a Lenin pose here. And you can also kind of see the fanaticism of this character, and I guess maybe that's partly what puts me in mind of V.I. Lenin. Also, the beard, I think, has something to do with it. So, Obey or Else is our 5th contestant in the first official, unofficial Great Hiatus art contest. And finally, we move on to a piece that I've titled, I've Seen That Face Before, and it's because I feel like I have seen that face before. There's something about this drawing. I guess if you had to take all 6 drawings and I said, hey, circle the one that doesn't belong, I guess it might be this one for some reason that I'm having trouble putting my finger on, but you can make your own determinations. It's certainly a very handsome drawing, this one. I've seen that face before. Feel almost like I don't deserve that kind of depiction. But hey, that's why I'm putting the voting before the people, so you can make those choices. So I've seen that face before is contestant number 6 in our contest. So you have seen them all. You've seen 1 through 6. You've seen lots of different styles of art. I would hesitate to try to classify all of them according to artistic school, but you've certainly seen a lot of different stylistic choices made. There's a lot to unpack here. I'm not going to turn this into an art lecture because that was not the purpose. Although if we really wanted to do a deep dive, I'm sure we could identify a lot of things that classify these as members of a particular school: impressionists, romantics, realism, goes surrealism. That's in there for sure, and probably Dada and some other things that we don't need to get into right now. But anyway, you've seen all 6 drawings. So again, what I'm going to ask you to do is by midnight Thursday, cast your vote for the piece by name, please. Cast your vote for the piece that you would like to see named the winner of the first official, unofficial Great Hiatus Art Contest. I want to thank as well the folks who submitted this art, and they did it without any prompting from me. And I think one of the great lessons of this contest, however the results turn out, is that, hey, it's your great hiatus. You get to decide how you're going to spend it. Own it. If you want to see something done, then just do it. I think that's a great lesson, not just for the great hiatus, but for life beyond the great hiatus. So if there's something that you'd like to see happen, you want to suggest it, hey, suggest it. Obviously, I'm game for just about anything here. So I really appreciate the artists who have taken the time to create this art and then submit it for public approval. So, once again, leave your vote for the piece of your choice. Please vote by the name that I've selected for each of these pieces, and leave your vote as a comment on the Instagram post that I'm creating for this video. Do that by midnight Thursday. Friday we'll announce the winner. Will the winner get something? Hell, I don't know. I'm sure the winner will get something besides just the satisfaction of a job well done. We'll see. We'll figure that out when the time comes. I've never been shy about awarding prizes for great achievements, and I think this would certainly be a great achievement of some sort. So, that is going to do it for today. I really am going to live up to what I said and try to keep things a little bit succinct. It's something I clearly have trouble doing. But we're going to get this video up. We're going to get this contest underway. Encourage you to vote. Tell your friends to vote. Let's get a lot of votes out there. Let's support these artists. Support local artists. Support great art. Support good art. Just support art, I think is what I'm trying to say here. We'll be back with you tomorrow with a Day 8 post, and we'll get back to a couple of other questions. I might even have a guest star for you tomorrow if you're really, really lucky. We'll see. Depends on how early he gets up tomorrow morning, I think. So, have a great rest of Day 7 of the Great Hiatus. Please spend it well. We're thinking of you. Please stay in contact. Please follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. And we will talk to you again very soon. Thank you. See you on Day 8.